The people of Kyiv went about their evening routines on December 23, 2015, unaware that a silent war was already unfolding in the heart of their city. Across the country, power plants and electrical substations operated as usual, their engineers monitoring systems that kept homes warm in the frigid winter air. But lurking within Ukraine's power grid was an unseen enemy, an enemy that did not carry guns or bombs, but had infiltrated through lines of code. The GRU was about to make history. At exactly 3:30 p.m., Ukraine's capital began to go dark. The blackout spread like wildfire, cascading through the network as control rooms descended into chaos. Operators at multiple substations stared at their screens in horror as their computer cursors moved on their own, their systems shutting down in front of their eyes. Their commands no longer worked. The grid was under foreign control. This wasn't a simple equipment failure. This was an act of cyber warfare. In the heart of Moscow, inside the secretive halls of the GRU, Unit 74455, known as Sandworm, had spent months preparing for this moment. They had penetrated Ukraine's power grid, embedding themselves deep within its infrastructure, waiting for the perfect time to strike. Their attack was swift, methodical, and devastating, but they didn't stop there. As engineers scrambled to restore control, a second phase of the attack unfolded. The hackers deployed a piece of malware known as Kill Disk, a destructive payload designed to wipe entire systems, leaving them permanently inoperable. Then, in an ultimate act of digital sabotage, they disabled backup power supplies. Even if Ukraine's power companies had a contingency plan, the GRU had ensured that recovery would be nearly impossible. For 6 hours, entire districts of Kyiv were plunged into darkness. Hospitals struggled to keep critical systems running. Traffic lights stopped working, causing gridlock in the streets. Families huddled together in the freezing cold, their homes cut off from electricity. And in the chaos, Russia had sent a chilling message, not just to Ukraine, but to the world. When the lights eventually flickered back on, Ukrainian officials and cybersecurity experts analyzed the wreckage. What they found confirmed their worst fears. This was no ordinary cyber attack. The level of sophistication, the precision, the sheer coordination of the attack all pointed in one direction: the GRU. Western intelligence agencies took notice. This was the first time in history that a cyber attack had successfully shut down a nation's power grid. It was a blueprint for digital warfare, a warning of what was to come. And the GRU wasn't done yet. 1 year later, in December 2016, a second attack hit Ukraine, this time targeting Kyiv's power grid directly. The malware used in this operation was even more advanced, a new cyber weapon called Indestroyer, designed to automate the destruction of energy networks. Once again, the city was plunged into darkness, and once again, the world realized that the battlefield of the future was not just on land, air, or sea. It was online. Moscow, as always, denied everything. But the evidence was undeniable. The GRU had pioneered a new kind of warfare, one where a nation could be crippled with nothing more than a keyboard and a few lines of code. The Blackout of Kyiv was more than just an attack on Ukraine. It was a glimpse into the future of war, and the GRU had just written the first chapter.